Welcome to the channel, everyone. I'm Skratch. This is another Dragonheir Silent Gods video. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. As promised, guys, in today's video, we're going to discuss about preparation for Season 2, Season 3, regardless of whatever season you guys are preparing for. And I'm going to walk you through pretty much a few basic things that you kind of like need to prepare in advance to have a much better progression in the next season. Now, before we move over to that, I just want to say a big thank you to Dragonheir for sponsoring today's video. And if you guys are new to the channel or you haven't tried Dragonheir Silent Gods just yet, now is the perfect moment to do so. Plus, if you download Dragonheir Silent Gods by using my link in the description down below or in the pinned comment or by scanning the QR code you see on the screen, you get to help and support the channel as well, which I really appreciate. But when you are starting a new season, the whole idea of Dragonheir is compete for a better seasonal placement. And you're only going to be able to do so if you are well prepared, if you know exactly what to expect from the next season, and if you know exactly how to manage your teams, your resources, what you're farming, what you're not farming, etc. So that's what I want to discuss in today's video. How I mentioned in the previous video where we talked about reset, you are going to keep all of your summons, all of your scrolls, all the wire marrow. You won't have any gold and stuff like this, which is fine because you start fresh from the beginning of the season. Now, with the summons, guys, is very important. So you will be receiving, based on your placement for the previous season, of course, some tokens, okay? Like you have these ones right here. Or tickets, premium tickets, tokens, banners, however you guys want to call them. And this will basically guarantee you a legendary hero at 10 summons. You still need the Heliolite dice, of course, to summon in this event. It will appear as a new banner on your regular summoning area. So if you go right here, you're going to have a new designated banner to those tickets. Those last for the entire duration of the season. I would strongly suggest you do not summon on them early on. Summon on them on the second or third month of the season. You have plenty of time to do it. And the reason why I'm saying it is because I am expecting as well to see, of course, new exclusive heroes coming in Season 3. And probably they will be creating a new summoning banner for Season 3 heroes only, like they've done with Season 2 heroes only. And you want to try and get some of them from there. Now, these tickets that I just showed you right here, will basically have a different pool of heroes based on the rarity. So let me just quickly move a bit my head from here. You see we have the 3 rarities. Legendary ones, most probably, I'm not 100% sure because I've never seen one of them in full action. I would assume it includes pretty much everything. This, of course, has a much better chance at containing the new heroes. The epic has a reduced amount of heroes. So you're not going to have access to every single hero in the game. You will have some from the new season, some from the old season, but not all of them. And the rare, I have no idea either, because I only really paid attention to the epic one. But you're basically going to have different summoning pools for each one of the rarities based on what you're getting. And it will be very helpful, especially if you're looking to get a hero from the new season. It will be very helpful if you're looking to get a old hero that is in the summoning pool. So you don't need to rush and open this early on. You want to use your dice on the Season 2 or 3 banner, because that will give you the best chance to summon a duplicate hero and allow you to get a legendary artifact. Plus, it will give you the best possible chance to summon an exclusive hero, which tends to be a bit more powerful than the rest. So that's what I would do with the summons. Now, the season is coming to an end. Make sure you're completing your Feymander. Make sure you're completing the Pillar of Trials. But if you are somebody that is purchasing from the store either the Master Scrolls or stuff like that, and you still have some wire marrow saved up and you're not planning to purchase Heliolite dice with it, make sure you check this out, because this resets and it has a cooldown of 1 month. And this will change from season to season. You might want to go and purchase the Master Scrolls or the Scholar Scrolls before, so you have them available for new heroes, in case if you want to use your wire marrow for that and not for summons, okay? That's another thing that I would probably suggest you to do. Then, in order to prepare for it, make sure you guys are saving all of the purple Starlight Stone dice for the last 3-4 weeks of the season. Because even though you might be missing one epic hero, which is great, if you manage to summon that one, it can change your account a bit and give you a much better boost. But if you're not getting that, which is probably the most likely situation, you will get to save all this for the next season. Not only that they will add the new epic heroes to it, but you're going to get more Essence of Creation. And that will give you a massive boost when you are talking about leveling up artifacts, okay? So the later you are in the season, the more you want to save these Starlight dice for the next season, because they move over. That's why I have 380 of them saved. I'm just not opening them. This will provide me with a lot of Essence of Creation into the next season. Then, the next thing, guys, is basically really getting ready for the next season, mentally making your plan. There isn't much else that you can save from this season to the next one, right? So the next thing left is making a plan for your teams to start with early on, okay? In the very first week, when you start the new season, you will have the free reset for your characters, 6 days and 12 hours if I'm not mistaken, which gives you a massive flexibility when we're talking about that. You don't necessarily need to have them written down on a paper and be like, this is the team that I'm using, set in stone, I'm not changing anything. So every season, the elemental affinity changes. In season 1, we actually had Frost and Necrosis, we had Radiance and Lightning, we had Fire and Poison. In season 2, we have Necrosis and Fire, Lightning and Poison, Frost and Radiance. In season 3, I am expecting the following: Radiance and Fire, Necrosis and Lightning, Poison and Frost. Which, of course, will create a completely different meta. It will create a completely different team. So we need to basically kind of like try to plan ahead. It's very important to have a good head start of the season. When you start the season, you don't want to waste all of your stamina to farm gear early on, because you're not really getting a lot of value for it. You're basically just throwing it away. Instead, you want to prioritize doing Goblin, then doing some domains, leveling up your heroes till you get them to 100. Then really look into farm gear, because by that time, you're probably going to be able to get to stage 9 much easier. You know, you're getting closer to double legendary drops for gear, and that will be very, very important. Now, I would suggest you to kind of like set a team in your mind, okay? So for me, the next season will have Fire and Radiance, which I think it will be the most powerful elemental combination for season 3. But of course, we don't know what new heroes are coming to the game. That might change, you know, that might change 100%. But let's just say I want to build Radiance and Fire, and I kind of like wanna see what can I do for next season. That's of course without including new characters. So I already know from this elemental affinity, I have some amazing heroes that can tank, they can offer me support, they can shield me, they can deal some damage. You have Adolphus, you have some nice tanks in here, Dane, wild heroes deal very good damage on single targets. You have Burn, that's great as a AoE. And then, if we're looking over to the Radiance, you have everything in here. Now, in my case, I have Garius with the staff, so I don't really need to worry about Adolphus or anyone else. I have plenty of support from here, plenty of tanks. The only thing that it might not be as accessible to Radiance, except if you have most of the legendary heroes, is having a good, consistent decrease attack character. But it's pretty much the same problem for the Fire. You have Elminster, which is probably going to be a very good option, especially if you don't have a Rose or stuff. But the main team that you want to build is going to be all around the Goblin. So you are looking to get some damage dealers, get some support. So you will need to start with like 2 support heroes, a tank and a healer. And then you need 3 damage dealers. Just pick your team right from the very beginning. Have that in the back of your mind before the season even starts. It will just make your life easier. That's basically what I what I want to say. It will make your life easier, and it will allow you to work better on your progression, because you're not stressed by, oh my god, what team am I going to do? I want to place better this time around. I want to place better in this season. I want to reach top 50, top 20, or top 100, top 300, top 20%. It really, really depends, you know. And personally, in the beta, I've done like probably top 50 or top 75%, because I haven't fully played it. On season 1, I managed to do top 69. That's what I ended, literally on 69. This time around, I plan to do top 50. It's very likely that I will end up in top 20, because I decided to push a bit more once I saw that, hey, I'm actually in top 20 for the majority of the season without even having that as my goal, you know. And that all has to do with the fact that I was better prepared than the rest of the players. And of course, having a much better roster as well is very important, but just being prepared from the very beginning and not wasting that stamina, and getting more heroes leveled up, getting everything set up properly, it will definitely give you the upper hand over the rest of the players in your server, guys, okay? These are the few things that you kind of like need to keep in mind. Then, of course, you will have the seasonal shop. Make sure you're going to purchase your goodies from there. This as well will help you quite a bit, depending on what tier you have for the shop. It doesn't really matter. Everything will help you from here, regardless of the tier shop. So make sure you're getting that before the end of the season. Make sure you're checking all of these shops to ensure that you purchased everything that was possible. All the Starlight Stone dice, all the scrolls. Essence of Creation will not go by, but if you have extra seals, make sure you're using them. Same with the Bard's Banquet. I have loads of it. But unfortunately, all this will expire by the end of the season, because I cannot take it over with me into the next season, you know? And yeah, just make sure you're using your currencies. That's pretty much everything, guys. There isn't much else that I can add to it. If you guys want to add anything else, maybe I missed something, please let me know in the comments down below, guys. Appreciate every single one of you guys watching. Big shout out to Dragonheir again for sponsoring today's video. And if you guys want to download Dragonheir Silent Gods, you can do so by using my link in the description down below, or in the pinned comment, or by scanning the QR code you see on the screen. Appreciate all of you guys watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.